wouldn't advise going inside. Not with your reputation for depravity and general aversion to the law. In all seriousness, your countenance is quite discernible, and there are certain of my consociates who would take it upon themselves to exercise their right to lethal force were they to encounter you in person. But it's good to meet you, my friend. Vincent, the LSPD's newest recruit. Let's take a walk. Relax. I'm a cop, but I'm not a cop. This is just where the universe put me right now. I mean, I have my path and you have yours. And quite frankly, I don't give a damn about your antics out there. In fact, we may be able to assist each other. I mean, check this out. You see that misguided individual? How do you think he's gotten away with selling drugs in front of that burger shop? Very conspicuously for 10 years now. In front of the largest department in the city. He cuts them in.
Effenberger, you copy? Yo, Effenberger.
I copy.
Worst last name ever, dude. I mean, effing what? Anyway, when you got 5, we all need some effing coffee down here on Dick's. And don't forget the effing cream and sugar.
Copy that. All these motherfuckers. Huh? I'm out here getting coffee for cops on the tape. And that guy over there is only a modicum of the issue. There's a new cartel running a large-scale cocaine operation out of the Cluck and Bell factory in Paleto Bay. And be in no doubt, the cops, they're not only turning a blind eye, they're actively facilitating. If you ask me, the cartel and the cops can both go to hell, preferably on the back of the same bullet. I'm talking about a surgical strike, man. Taking out the whole operation. That's why I came to you. Let's go somewhere a bit more unfrequented. I understand your motivation in these matters. If you raid that factory, anything you find is yours to keep. This isn't about the drugs for me. This is about these assholes running the biggest protection racket in the state. That's the kind of status quo I cannot abide. As far as my part, I can provide all the intel you need. Records, names, locations. We will need to educate ourselves on the factory, though. Gather materials so you can attack it with style and aptitude.
Ding fucking dong, Officer Effenberger. We're effing falling asleep over here. Get us some effing coffee.
Copy that. I'm on my way. Think about it. If anybody deserves to be fucked with, it's these guys. Can I count you in? Excellent. Now on to the first order of business. Acquire some funds. And fortuitously, we have files on some money laundering operations not far from here. The department allows them to operate for a share of the profits. I suggest we take a more proactive stance. Time to do what you do. I'll call you. Let me take these fucking assholes their coffee. Hey, you read me? Dropping you the location shortly. These are all businesses known for money laundering. I invite you to consider this as a double investment opportunity. A chance to raise the funds we need to go toe-to-toe with a cartel cop coalition. months ago, a new cartel arrived in San Andreas. They came up with a pretty smart plan to get their operation up and running. Pay key employees at Cluckenbell to look the other way while they use their distribution network to move large amounts of cocaine. The factory up in Galito Bay is pretty much a giant processing facility for the cartel. Every other Cluckenbell van you see in town has a brick of coke under the mega mills. And of course, corrupt elements of the LSPD were only too eager to get cut in. Ingenious, right? But they think they got this whole thing sewn up. And that's where we come in. That was some admirable work, officer. Got it.
Hey, you know Mel's having a party later. Coordinates coming your way. I have a checklist for today's operation. Number 1, a laptop from a Cluckenbell employee on the cartel's payroll. It's got critical intel for our operation. Number 2, a hacking device which is going to help us pilot a train. And that brings me to number 3. We need a train. That's how we're getting into the factory. By the way, don't worry. We may share a goal, but I'm fully aware we do not share a motivation. I've made sure sufficient laptop? The information on that laptop is invaluable. It's gonna tell us the perfect time to strike. Let's get ourselves a hacking device. If we're gonna do this, there's a lot of computer systems we're gonna need to override along the way, and this is our ticket. Now, fair warning, the guy who owns this is a pretty serious criminal element. Major hacker. The LSPD won't touch him, but we will. He operates out of a Terabyte command truck. I'm sending you a picture of it now. My advice to you is, locate his drones. They're tethered to his security. Take them down before you proceed. Alright, once the drones are down, the Terabyte should be accessible. You get the device? Good. Now you should have no issue requisitioning a train. Or anything else for that matter. Okay, with those two items taken care of, let's move on to the big one. The cartel occasionally takes train deliveries at the factory. We're gonna steal one of the trains they use and roll in right under their noses. But first things first, we're gonna need a set of keys if we're gonna board it unimpeded. Keep going. I'll make sure there's no retaliation from the LSPD. Just a simple matter of rerouting some calls.
Calling for some wheels? I'm Johnny on the spot. I'll hook you up. I'll get there as soon as I can.
Okay, progress update. The train you acquired has been discreetly relocated into storage.
You're a nobody.
Okay, the coordinates should be with you shortly. I'm sending you surveillance images of the gangs we're hitting. Get a good look. As I'm sure you know, our operation requires weapons and gear that can't be traced back to us. The good news is that this city is crawling with gangs carrying that kind of contraband. Half of them in cahoots with this very police department. So today we're gonna confiscate one cache of weapons and one stash of gear. If any of it ends up getting traced after our raid, it'll lead to these reprobates instead of us. I've sent you the coordinates of some appropriate targets. You don't need to hit them all. My advice is to investigate your options. Determine which gang is gonna have a loadout that suits your preferences, and prioritize accordingly. As I was saying earlier, we need weapons and we need
Good job.
Let's go! Puta madre! Give up now!
Okay. Possible getaway vehicles at these 3 locations. Sending surveillance footage of the gangs I found. Check them out. I'm sure you have plenty of vehicles capable of getting you out of Cluckenbell with all your extremities intact. But we need something that can't be traced to us. I've acquired 3 suitable options for a getaway car. All of them are sourced from local gangs bribing the LSPD to turn a blind eye to their activities. If the car ends up getting traced, the trail leads back to them, not us. We'll only need to use one of them for the raid. The choice, as always, is yours. Okay, we got 3 cars from 3 gangs, but you only need one to get away from the Cluckenbell factory. Though all these cars differ in quality, you can safely assume all of these locations will have men with guns or standby, ably prepared to deal with any so-called fuck shit. We finessed these degenerates last time, but don't underestimate their ability to adapt. Even when it comes to their rusty-ass car, you will find more resistance. I should remind you, these groups are the same people you may have visited when sourcing your equipment. If you pay the same crew another visit, expect increased security. Honestly, I'm surprised to find this gang in this neck of the woods. This whole area is run by the Lost MC. Must be slipping. Anyway, can you see the vehicle? They'll likely have it stored somewhere secure. Look for a garage and find a way inside. It shouldn't be hard to break into. Once you've acquired a getaway vehicle, deliver it to the garage near the factory. Excellent choice. We're not in any rush out there, so feel free to pay the other gangs a visit and evaluate their cars too. message with the vehicle information.
This car should provide all the means necessary for a perfect escape.
Now clear the area. We'll be in touch.
What the fuck, dude?
Time to hit up the Cluck and Bell outlet on Henderson's
Sorry about
Boulevard.
that.
I'll brief you on the way. Alright, the time has come to throw the cartel supply lines into disarray. We need them in a state of chaos. So when our unscheduled train delivery arrives at the factory, they just wave them through. So our primary objective is to locate their depot and sabotage their fleet of delivery trucks. Our secondary objective is to find a key card that'll allow us access to the factory's restricted areas. Oh, and keep an eye out for a driver uniform. That can come in handy for getting into the depot to hit the trucks. Okay, remember that laptop you got me? I found a schedule on it that says there should be delivery vans leaving this establishment any minute. Hack all the vans, and we can use the GPS to find the depot where they load up the drugs. That's where we're gonna hit them. Did you think that hacking device only works on train signals? No way! This is some multi-purpose apparatus. Damn, data's incomplete. If we hack additional vans, we can patch the information. Hey, if you take possession of the uniform, it might allow you some discretion. wipe the CCTV, they'll be none the wiser. But listen, if you want to blow the trucks up, there's no way of keeping that on the down low. You'll be alerting the whole cartel that you're coming for them. But hey, maybe that's your style.
jogging. Gotta work on my body. Can't be all brains, right? Oh man, this isn't happening.
Well,
What the hell?
hey, how you doing in that box? Under the circumstances, your customary silence is a little concerning. Should I have added air holes? Cluck twice if you're in trouble. Okay, good. Now remember, when you burst out of that crate, you'll be in the heart of that operation. How you choose to use the element of surprise is up to you. This is it. Good luck. You have two targets once you're inside. The cocaine and any contraband they keep in the safe. By all means, obtain as much of both as you can carry. Don't forget the extra gear your crew procured. Feel free to experiment. It should be in a dumpster to the rear of the factory. You see, it pays to befriend your local garbage man. The key card you acquired should grant you access to restricted areas in the factory, including the basement. Leave them with nothing. Clear it out. It's clear this place is barely functioning as a chicken factory. One would assume they'd have more Cluck and Bell staff to keep up appearances, but I underestimated just how bold criminals can be once they have the police in their pocket. So, the safe code should be on their computer system. Be advised, the office may be locked. You can find the key or shoot the handle, depending on whether you want to broadcast your presence. Okay, here we go. Connect to the computer. It's safe to assume you didn't read the manual for the hacking device you picked up, correct? Well, I did, and it's simple. Just find the strongest signal, and it should jump on the connection. Keep going. You need to secure more data before you have the complete access code. Okay, that should have done it. Have you received the safe code? The code to the safe should be on the hacking device. All right, we got what we came for. Okay, I'm listening to the radio, and it sounds like that safe triggered some alarm. They're shutting down most of the roads leading away from the factory. Fortunately, we're one step ahead of them. The getaway car should be right where you left it. The getaway vehicle is still in the garage where you left it.
work. Mission accomplished. Now to the vital matter of payment. As I'm sure you can appreciate, there are certain transactions I can't be party to as an officer of the law. But if I've learned anything from my associates on the LSPD, it's how to look the other way. Now remember, as far as I'm concerned, you can hit that factory as often as you'd like. As long as you're giving me reasons to keep looking the other way, I'm happy. As you can see from my choice of transportation, my fortunes at the LSPD are also improving. Just got these babies in, fresh off the line. Guess who picked one up? Until next time, let's disassociate. Hello? I wanted to confirm.
You showed up on that last job. A lot more cash where that come from if you keep it up.